touched on barriers to accessing quality apprenticeships. Could I ask each of you if you could change or improve access and be really inclusive in terms of quality apprenticeships, what would be your top priority or top change you'd want to see, each one of you? What would you change? We've had lots of suggestions about we'd like to see fair access, but which one would you pick if you have one?
I would pick facilitating people to get the pastoral care, the bus fares and all of those sorts of issues that we've talked about previously. That would be my top priority, because that would help people at the bottom. If you help people at the bottom, you can get them up to the next level, then they can progress on to the next level, up a ladder of opportunity. So that would be my top priority.
For me, for responsible employers trying to do the right thing, I would try and create a one-stop shop of all of these resources and make them aware of the support that already exists that they just don't know about.
Yeah, I think your charity, Leonard Cheshire, has already highlighted some of this, haven't it? Yeah.
I think I've mentioned funding changes in the last answer. I think beyond that, I think this is where there could be a really good role for local and combined authorities to do some of that joining up, and actually there are some combined authorities giving travel discounts to apprentices now. So I think some of that joining up would come there. Also they could work with employers. So we mentioned the apprentice minimum wage before and the shocking levels of underpayment of that. We did some research with employers that showed that about 1 in 5 employers didn't understand, current and recent employers of apprentices didn't understand the rules. They get very complicated very quickly. So how could a combined authority and training providers having a greater responsibility, making sure that employers know those rules and some action to simplify them too. So I think that's where local leadership could really make a difference.
Yeah, your question was, if you could pick one thing, and I think money talks, mindful that there's a limited amount of it. And it still bemuses me with all the reforms and so on that there is really no account of where an apprentice is an existing employee or a new employee. It's the same amount of money, it's the same regime, the same incentives are there. So for me, the biggest barrier under an employer ownership regime is the employer spending their money is going to want the most oven-ready, the most qualified, the easiest employee that will be able to contribute the earliest, the most.
This comes back to the pastoral role as
absolutely.
well.
So we need to say, well, if someone needs more support, then the employer needs help. Yeah. Don't charge the employer. So the biggest barrier is charging employers for those that need support.
Yeah.